Hi Danny, the BBC boss wasn't here at his desk at Broadcasting House this afternoon. He'd gone down to Westminster to appear before the House of Lords Communications and Digital Committee. It was a hearing that was already in the diary, but obviously with the events involving Huw Edwards last week, that took up the first half hour or so of the hearing. Mr Edwards, of course, one of the BBC's highest paid presenters, accused of paying a teenager thousands of pounds for sexually explicit photos. It's not a criminal matter, but is now an internal BBC one. Now, we learnt last week the allegations weren't flagged to the presenter or Mr Davie for 7 weeks. There were accusations the BBC didn't get in touch with the parents of that young person quickly enough. Mr Davie this afternoon then confirmed that the BBC has now made contact with them.
I can only go so far because I want to protect privacy here. Let me just say, since that weekend that we've been discussing, we have been in touch with the complainant, and obviously we want to be engaged and appropriately listening and understanding concerns.
OK, Julian, worth pointing out, though, Met Police, they said last week, of course, this isn't a criminal matter, but there is now an internal investigation going on into Huw Edwards. I mean, do we have any idea how long that's going to last?
Yeah, a fact-finding investigation, Mr Davie said. Could take a while, he said, weeks or a couple of months or even longer, he added. He said it's a really tricky one. The BBC has to balance the allegations alongside the public interest and its duty of care. Obviously very hard for everyone to name this BBC star last week for legal reasons. Another senior BBC executive told the committee why it wasn't going to be the BBC who named him.
We had a duty to act with some calm and rationality in the face of lack of rationality and lack of calm. There were an awful lot of questions that could not be answered. There was a huge pressure to disclose the name of somebody to whom we had a duty of care and a duty of privacy.
Tim Davie also confirmed that highly paid BBC presenters do have it in their contracts. There is a clause for them not to bring the BBC into disrepute. Huw Edwards, the last we heard last week from his wife, she said that he is receiving inpatient hospital care for mental health issues. He remains suspended and is also facing separate allegations from some BBC staff.
OK, Julian Druker, thank you.